This is Heslin Davis. I am from IIT Madras Limited. I am taking care of the EHS function in our Pondicherry plant. So I came to know about this course due to from a colleague. And initially we are doing many ESG activities and we are reducing many emissions. But we lack knowledge. I lack knowledge on basics of why we are doing this. But by taking this course, I have a clear understanding now about what sustainability is and what is not a sustainability, and why we are doing this, how a single man's effort and an organization's effort can affect the whole community overall. So and the course delivered what it promised, and even the weekly sessions with the professors, they were like absolutely spot on. Even the, to be specific, with Raghutam Rao sir, the talks and the conversations were too genuine, and we get to know a lot of things. There were like more takeaways from that.
Morning all, I am Pradeep Chandrasekharan from Ola Electric. Today we are here at the certification event of this IITM code Motors and Controllers Cohort 4. Basically last 3.5 months through this course it has been a great journey. Started from the fundamentals of how the mechanics and physics, and then we ended up in a complete module of designing a motor and a microcontroller. I would say a lot of insights professor has given during this, and it was not an easy journey. I would say it's really a challenging one in terms of taking your fundamentals into consideration, and the interactive sessions have been quite interesting, and there were no any restrictions or boundaries for asking the questions, so you are free to interact, and the whole discussion forum was a very productive one, I would say. And to sum up, you can come in as a fresher and you can go out as a person who will definitely able to make a motor and controller of your own. And personally, I recommend this course for anybody who is interested in the e-mobility. And IIT Madras has been very instrumental in doing. In fact, this is my second course. I have already made a battery pack design and development, and this is my second one, and this is also a successful. And I look forward for more courses from IITM Code. Thank you. Yeah, the campus has been a good one. In fact, I today landed up in the Velacheri gate. I waited for the bus, but bus did not come. Then I took a mild walk. So it was a mild breeze, and considering the traffic and things, practically speaking, you should enjoy the breeze in the campus. The campus is, I would say, a green campus. Very rarely you will get such type of things. So this itself gives the ambience of, place for studying. So really, it's a gifted place, and that's what, as I mentioned, I would like to participate in more programs in future.
Good morning. I'm Rajesh from Ashok Leyland. I have experience of 12 years in Ashok Leyland, and I came this cohort course motor and controller, and last 3 months this course was giving lot of insights in terms of motor design and controller, and each steps in terms of practical difficulties, and even the industrial issues also can be easily addressed through this course. And every week Saturday having a live sessions, those live sessions are more insights on towards the last week content, video content clarity, as well as and in the any queries regarding the industrial they are facing issues, field issues also, they will try to address, they will provide some solutions. Mr. Kannan sir has given lot of insights on those points, and especially on the controller side, they are giving lot of insights, and giving more clarity on this course, and giving weekly assessment and the final quiz, all very good. And I would recommend this course to everybody who are all working for the motor and controller designs. So thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Riya Singh. I'm from TAFE. Recently, I completed the Motors and Controller program from CODE-IIT Madras. This course was really helpful and valuable to me. This gave me insight about how we can design motors, about it really helped me in terms of controller design, like the basic knowledge of pulse width modulation, and then how inverters can be tuned with the motors. The way each components in terms of the design specification that a EV electric vehicle customer needs, and to the way that we can fit into the small volume the motor that we can have. So I found it cleared the gap between the doubt and the technical gap that I was having between while designing for the motor. So if anyone who wants to go in this domain and wants to work as a motor design controller, they can enroll for us. Thank you.
So myself, Raj Durai. I have working in Stellantis Automotive Engineering Company as a software engineer. I have joined this course to get the knowledge about the motor controls behind the physics, how it works. So I am more interested to join here to know about this motor controls and how it is works. I would like to know because I have working in through around 8 to 9 years of experience, but still I don't have clear much idea about the motor controls. But when I joined here, it was a fantastic journey. The each and every classes they are explained down to earth how it works from the ground to how the experienced person, even school children also know better about how it is works in the motor controls and softwares. So I was very happy and uh, to part of this course and very excitement to complete in this IIT, and also it was fantastic journey, and I'm very happy to done with this course in this IIT. Key takeaway from this course: now I have a clear idea about how this motors and controls working, how we works behind the physics and then the hardwares, how it is works very clearly, and knowledge about get this in this course. So that was a very what I thought, what I need to take away from here, that I got and satisfied 100%.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Vishnu Sheshadri, and I'm currently working as embedded software developer at Schaeffler Automotive Group. And this course was very interesting, and since I work with the same domain, it was interesting to know about the motor construction and also the basics of controllers. It was a good interactive session with the professors and also the TAs. They helped clarifying all the doubts, and the sessions were interesting. So the key takeaways for the I'm not from mechanical background, so I'm from electrical. So the construction of the motors, those things were interesting, and I was able to know the physical construction. How do we design the motor, and that was the interesting part because we deal with the controllers basically in my work profile, and knowing the basics of motors was good. Yes. So the way he gave the analogy of relating things with the physical domain and the electrical domain, that was interesting, and the approach was very good, and it was easy for us to understand, and it was very easy to grasp actually whatever he said. Yes.
My name is Vivek. All my career I was working as system engineer with vehicle electrification topics. Currently I'm working with a company named MathWorks. So previously I used to work with Bosch. As I said, all my experience were in system engineering, and this course was in particular very useful for designing vehicle. In fact, it can be called as system engineering for vehicle electrification instead of motors and controllers. So it gave a very good insight of where to start. If you take vehicle requirements, how do you start from there and then design your motors? So it was very helpful for that. The way the course was given, right? So you get into little bit of details into different topics, like complex topics like thermodynamics and all those things were simplified using day-to-day activities. So that was really interesting, and it was a very refreshing course. Yeah, it was really great. As I said, just for an example, right? So to explain about the convective heat transfer, the professor would, take an analogy of having a cup of coffee and how this area change would affect the reduction or increase of the heat. So those kind of complex things, how do you see it in a very simple first principle methods? That was really insightful. Yeah, it's excellent. It's one of the premier institute. It's always great to be at least even across it, and getting an opportunity to come here, interact with professors and people like you. really great.
Hello, good morning. I'm Sharath. I'm working with Daimler India Commercial Vehicles, leading the powertrain, e-powertrain department there. The course, Motors and Controllers, has been exciting one, very insightful course, wherein the course was so deep that we can in fact actually design a motor right from basics. Professor Kannan was teaching the course very well, and then right from the basics, calculations, even the practical application of things. It was a very insightful course, and I can easily say that last 3 months it was an enriching one for me about this course. Yeah.
Hi, myself Rishikesh Kulkarni. I am currently working at Scient. I am basically experienced in automotive products like battery management system, motor controllers and IoT modules. So designing these things, and basically mostly all my experience is in power electronics. And before joining this course, I was mostly experienced in different algorithms of how to drive the motor controllers and all that stuff. Key takeaways that I would say from this course is that I got to learn a lot from motors perspective also. And I think when you subjectively think of the entire system, you have to understand how motors are designed and how the control techniques according to that is also done. So I guess it gave me a good perspective on how to design these things from scratch and how to actually replicate these things on a practical basis. So that would be my key takeaway, I guess. Right, I think a very good, the experience was really good. I think the way he used to conduct live sessions was pretty, engaging. And most of the, whenever the questions were there, they were quite out of the box when people from different industries come and ask questions. And I guess he answered them pretty well. So that was really impressive is what I would say.
Yeah, hi all. Myself Prabhakar. So I'm working as a power electronics engineer from the Scient group. So we are building the motors and controllers for various applications. I got to know this course through some of my colleagues who have already done this. So before joining this course, we are knowing more about the controllers and very little part of the motors, not understanding the motor dynamics and how it will impact on the controllers and all. In this course, a professor is explained very clearly from the basics how the motors will work and what are the motor dynamics or motor parameters will affect your controller, and the controller also explained in very detail of each part of the system which you are using in the controllers, and also the part of the vehicle dynamics. So altogether in a system wise, he gave very clear understanding from very basics to the in the extreme level, and the workbooks he has prepared for each stage or each lecture, it's very helpful. And if you're really solving those workbooks and going through them, you will get a very deeper understanding of the system and how you can build your system, getting knowledge from this one. It's a very helpful course, and professor and the team did a very great job. So the key takeaways is so you will get a motor designing and the motor dynamic experience, and the controller designing and the controller experience, and moreover the great part of this course is the vehicle dynamics. So which you are going to put this controller in a vehicle, how the vehicle dynamics will in the real world scenario will affect your controller, explained in very detail, and especially the workbooks he prepared for all different parts of the modules.
Hello, this is Bhargav Ganesh from Amaravati, Andhra Pradesh. Currently, I am working at Value as a motor controls engineer, and Value is located in Chennai. So the main reason for opting this course is it's a diverse agenda itself. Basically, so Kannan sir was covering the complete lectures in a very good manner. Basically, in a layman terms, he's explaining. And the other thing is he's covering the whole system topics basically inverter, machine, and all what it's limiting the performance, basically thermal and all. So the course wise and the how they have designed the course, whole system level understanding is good. Yeah, that's it.